The 2019 season was one to remember for the Kennesaw State women's soccer team, as they secured their first appearance in the ASUN tournament titles in 5 years. The road to reach Nashville for the tournament final was exciting, challenging, and a little bit in between. Let's take a closer look at Kennesaw State's 2019 season. The Owls' winning ways started at the KSU soccer complex on August 25th, where the team took on Georgia State. KSU earned its first win of the season thanks to 2 goals from Kendall Baker and the first career goal for the 2019 ASUN Freshman of the Year, Becky Contreras.
I wasn't really expecting an exact time or an exact game for me to score my first collegiate goal, but when it did happen, it definitely gave me confidence.
The Owls added another win when they returned to Fifth Third Bank Stadium to face the College of Charleston in the first home match of 2019. Contreras found a loose Catherine Schreck cross in the box and added another goal to her tally. The Owls continued their homestand, hosting Alabama A&M, where Kennesaw State strolled to a 3-0 win, thanks to a goal and an assist from junior second-team all-conference player ERIN Harris.
My teammates really play me into good spaces, so they play me in behind my defender and just really help me to be in good positions.
The Owls solidify their home field advantage at the bank thanks to their 3rd straight home win. Isabella Contreras had an immaculate performance with a goal and an assist on her birthday.
This is my first birthday goal, so exciting, but I'm excited for the rest of the season.
The Owls then faced their first major test of the season and stumbled against top 25 competition, Kansas and Oklahoma State on the road. The Owls returned home and got back in the win column thanks to a 3-0 win at home against ASUN foe Stetson. EMELY SOSA was the name of the game with 2 goals. And then the turning point of the season as the Owls traveled to Lynchburg, Virginia, where they took on Liberty University and won the most exciting match of the regular season. 90 minutes cannot separate the two sides as the match went into overtime.
ERIN Harris is there for Kennesaw State, puts it in front of the goal, and Becky Contreras scores it. And Kennesaw State comes up with a big road victory.
Everyone was locked in, everyone was on the same wavelength. We were all tired, of course, but no one would give up. No one stopped sprinting. It was just something that everyone gave their all.
The Owls then mounted postseason momentum when they returned home on October 20th against a tough foe in NJIT. KSU prevailed 1-0 thanks to senior Carly PRESSGROVE scoring on an assist from Kendall HART. From there, the Owls gained confidence heading into senior night, the upcoming Friday, October 25th. On senior night against North Alabama, Becky Contreras knocks in the final goal of the regular season in a win commemorating seniors Grace Weiner, Lauren Borowski, Carly PRESSGROVE, Sydney Crowley, Isabella Contreras, EMELY SOSA, and Morgan Harrison. The excitement continued as the Owls traveled to Fort Myers, Florida for the ASUN tournament quarterfinal against the North Florida Ospreys, a team that KSU lost to 1-0 earlier at home. Despite being the lower seed, the Owls dominated the match, winning 3-1. ERIN Harris ran through the Osprey defense before tapping the ball into the back of the goal.
She played me an excellent ball, straight through the middle of the defenders, and it's the same thing, my speed, they weren't able to keep up, and I took my touch pretty much to the right of her, if that makes sense, and so then I was just 1v1 with the keeper, and I just slid it under her.
Morgan Harrison scored a screamer from 30 yards out to make it 2-0. And then Isabella Contreras finished off the game with a beautiful chip over the keeper in the 83rd minute. The Owls were on to the semifinals, where they would take on the top seed in the tournament, the FGCU Eagles, in their nest. KSU was in dire straits, though, as it entered halftime down 2-0.
What was going through a lot of our minds was, we can do this. We still have 45 minutes, and I remember looking at my teammates, and I'm like, we are not going to give up. We're going to give it our all, and we're going to give it all for our seniors. I don't want this season to end. I know our whole team didn't want the season to end, and we weren't ready to give up. We're going to fight for another 45 minutes.
A cross from EMELY SOSA was loose in the box until it found the feet of Becky Contreras, who tapped it in to make the score 2-1. Just less than 6 minutes later, a Kendall HART free kick was pinballed around the FGCU box until Carly PRESSGROVE put in the equalizer. The Owls continued to attack for the rest of the 90 minutes and 2 periods of overtime. Still, nothing separated the two sides. The ASUN tournament semifinal was headed into penalty kicks.
I am someone who's very confident with PKs, and I love them so much, so like it's something that I really look forward to. At the end of the day, they're the ones that are supposed to be making the goal, so on my end, I have got nothing to lose.
Boylston, saved! SORNPAO saves it, and Kennesaw State is headed to the conference championship.
It is a pure moment of just the kicker and the goalie, because in my head, I love being in situations where I have the control of being the person of the outcome. So having that chance and be able to do it for my team was obviously the greatest moment. As you can tell every time I saved one, I'm just hyped up right now just talking about it.
That result against Florida Gulf Coast would have to be a top 2 or 3 game of my coaching career that I can remember. And I think that's where that veteran personality, that leadership really just came flooding forward. And without our girls believing, we would have never had a chance.
It was all over. Kennesaw State advanced to the ASUN tournament final on penalties, where the Owls faced the Lipscomb Bisons. And it all came down to this for a berth in the big dance.
I think definitely in playoffs, we found ourselves as a team. We realized what we're good at, and we needed to refine that in that week of practice and continue that on into the championship.
Lipscomb took the lead just 16 minutes into the game, as Olivia Doak would chip the ball into the back of the net and give the Bisons a 1-0 lead.
I think the difference is our veteran group didn't look rattled. They didn't look scared. They didn't look, there was no, oh no, what do we do? It was like, all right, that stinks. It's not what we wanted, but let's keep digging. Let's keep battling, and let's continue to play the way we want to play.
When they scored, it was more of like, okay, we got this, but guys, come on, we got to get it, we got to score, we got to get it going. So during halftime, we all were really confident. We just knew what we had to do. Someone just had to step up and put one in the back of the net.
The Owls only had 45 minutes to salvage a chance of lifting the trophy, but KSU continued to fight, pouring chances and trying to find an equalizer. Then, the Owls gained a free kick 35 yards away from the Lipscomb net. KENDALL HART placed the ball to take the set piece.
Here's the look, and it goes off the crossbar and in! That one goes off the crossbar and goes in, and KENDALL HART with the equalizer.
Full-time wasn't enough to separate the two sides, and overtime was more of the same. 2 periods for the Owls coming closer and closer, but penalties would be the way the ASUN championship final was decided.
SORNPAO, who have both been excellent, and it's saved by SORNPAO. First. And she scores. Sudden death. And for the second consecutive year, the Lipscomb Bisons are your 2019 ASUN champions.
I'd say the Lipscomb game, I think, is a humbling moment for me, as it showed our team can match up with anybody. We are always the underdogs in people's eyes. They don't completely realize the talent that we carry. And so a season like this and going all the way into the championship and playing Lipscomb to the very end was just a moment that was able to tell people what we were capable of.
It really just taught me to always look for the positive. Obviously we didn't get the result we wanted, but we played great, and we tied them in regulation, and we could have had them. We had chances and opportunities, so it was just kind of a teachable moment. I still have good memories from that game, and I still have learning teachable moments and stuff that I'll benefit from.
KSU did the unthinkable throughout the 2019 season. It took down giants in stunning fashion, made Fifth Third Bank Stadium a home fortress, and reached the ASUN finals when no one but themselves gave them a chance. While some of the best to ever don the black and gold graduate from the program, there are new leaders that are hungrier than ever come 2020.
Every day you get to be with your best friends, play the sport you love. We're spoiled that way. Every single day we get to spend hours together doing things we love, and yeah, you're living with your best friends too. That's just something I'm gonna miss.
The score didn't define us as a team, us as a program, us as players. We fought the hardest we've ever fought in. We've gotten closer as a team. I feel like everyone learned a life lesson, and just to be a part of something that was so much bigger than us, it made me proud to be an Owl, and that will live forever in me, and I'm very grateful of that.